That's a jar of names. Right, let me just get a name. Or all of them. This video is for Twist Shock, Hendy, Plastio, Utomo, Irish Ninja, Samantha, Sammy, Strickler, Ryan Finder 226, Gone Games, S. Patariki, and Melican the Mage. Right, yeah, that's everybody in the jar of names that is left, because something's going to happen, which I'll explain more about later. But yes, if you sorry to all those people that didn't get their own video, but something will happen. I'll talk more about later. I want to get this done quickly. Here's a cup of tea in the podcast. Let's drink it. Let's begin. If you want to skip to anything in this episode, you can go to my first comment down in the description. You can skip to this week's topic, this week's update, this week's book club, this week's question, this week's goals, this week's comment, and you can skip to the new segment, which is about anime. Okay, so I'm timing these segments to make them a bit quicker, just to make sure everything keeps rolling. The update, important update. Sorry, everything has been mucked up this week. I've been very ill. I've had a toothache, which has been crippling me for doing anything. I can't concentrate. I'm taking something called Solfidine now, so I might be able to do it. It's still hurting, but I'm concentrating on trying to get some things done. It's just sadly I'm a little bit behind, so this week there'll be 2 videos a day. I'm coming up from going on a holiday. I'll talk more about this on next podcast. What else am I going to happen? I'm going to be making a new channel. This is very important. There's going to be no Try Something videos on this channel anymore. The last one was a sibling rivalry. I'm going to start the new channel, which I talked about more about last week, but I'll make a special video for that coming up, so stay tuned for that. There's some new stuff coming, and like I said about the jar of names, I'm going to start the jar of names again on that channel, plus this channel, but we'll start again fresh, so it's all fresh for the new channel, which I'll talk more about in a different video. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. The jar of names is going to be... but I'll talk about it now, why not? I've got time. I've got a minute. I've got 10 seconds. The jar of names are going to get names from this channel, and then on the other channel I'm going to be making. And then, basically, that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to start again. So sorry to those that didn't get a name. But if you care that much, you can still comment. And I'm going to change it so you have to put 2 comments instead of 1. Just so it's a bit more fair to the common commenters. And also, there's some more news about Overlord Fellowship of Evil. I'll do a video about that soon as well, when I can. Okay, topic, let's just quickly run through the episodes of this week. Last week we had a Cup of Tea in the podcast, episode 5120 for the 7th, 2015, Harvest Moon, Batch Age, episode 49, Fat Horse 2, Sheep, Wheelie, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, episode 23, Bank Holiday, Harvest Moon, Batch Age, episode 50, Toby Clinically Insane's Chicken, Dr. Traeger, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, episode 24, Row, Row, Row Your Boat, Harvest Moon, Batch Age, episode 51, 40k Warrior Man's Sheep, Fluffers, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, episode 25, Champagne Pointing, and Sibling Rivalry, episode 12, the finale. Right, and what we got this week? Today, we should have Harvest Moon, Back to Nature, episode 52, Nick Pro, Sheep, Altair, and then tomorrow we'll have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, episode 26, Best Assassin Ever, Harvest Moon, Back to Nature, episode 53, Wish Upon a Star is also out tomorrow, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, episode 27, Tres Enerve is out on the Friday, and Harvest Moon, Back to Nature, episode 54, Warriors, Sheep, Chimera is also out on Friday, just have 2 a day, and then we've got Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, episode 28, Down in Anti-Coco, be out on 1 a day in the weekend as well. Plus, there's going to be a Try Something video on the new channel. It's starting this weekend, that new channel. But like I said, a different video, I'll explain all about that. Okay, in book club, I've not read much books because I'm off work at the moment, so I haven't really read any of it at all. I have ordered some new books for the holiday I'm going to be going on next week, which I'll talk about on Monday. What books have I ordered? I've ordered Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. You remember I was watching a TV series. I'm going to read the book now. I've ordered Sharp's Trafalgar, which is the next series in the Sharp's book, but I've still got Sharp's Fortress to read as well, because I read a lot on holiday. And I've also ordered another book, which is... I've forgotten. And the other Witcher book, which is the Blood of Elves, which is technically the first Witcher book, but I've ordered that as well, so I'm going to read them. Yes, obviously, like I said, I read a lot on holiday, so that's why I've ordered more, so I've got lots to read. Because last time I went, I only took 1 book, I finished it within 2 days. So I've come prepared this time. Okay, let's do this week's Munch on Monday. These are the people that commented on last week's videos. If you want to get in the Mention Monday or in the new jar, or in the hold on, we'll get that bit. If you want to get in Mention Monday, just simply comment on any of the videos within the last week. So we have Horia, Nick Pro, Logan141, Puppy Von Vathorst, Samantha, Sammy Strickler, Dragonlord 55511, Andrew York, and Anziel Kovic Nadezda. So thank you for commenting. And if you want to get in the jar of names, you can leave a comment on these videos, but you have to leave 2, and it also counts for the new videos on the new channel as well. Okay, now it's time for the Q&A. We have my Lord of Dragons, Dragonlord 55511 says, hello sir, JD262. I have a question and a riddle for you. Question, if you had the dagger of time, what would be the one thing you would change in British history? What would I change? I'm not sure what I would change, actually. I don't know, because obviously a load of bad things that happened. I don't think anything I would change. Probably nothing seriously I would change. I suppose I would go back and warn them of things. Like, oh, be careful. Be careful of that Hitler. You know, that sort of thing. Or go back and sort of say, you know, just, you know, the American Revolution, that sort of thing. You know, that, you know, maybe just go back in time and say, oh, you know, you better treat these people a bit better because they're going to rebel. You know, maybe do that. And the hint, the riddle is, what has a foot but no leg? Hint, it is an object for measuring inches and centimetres as well as using cooking, math and other school problems. What has a foot but no leg? Well, it's the measurement of foot, surely. So maybe it's something like a ruler. I think that's probably, this is where it gets difficult, because I'm not sure if England has this sort of stuff. Because well, it probably does, but foot. Is it a yardstick maybe then? I'm not sure. But some sort of ruler or measuring device, I'm going to say. Very vague, but something around that line. And then Andrew York says, how does one get their name into the jar of names? Well, you used to be able to post a comment, any comment. Now you have to post 2 comments on, I suppose it could be on the same video, yeah, we'll go with that. And it could be on any video within the last week, or it could be on any of the videos on the new channel, which we're going to be doing soon as well. Nick Pro says, oh, and what's your opinion on the new Assassin's Creed games not having tombs? That's sad, because tombs are very good. I like them. It's a sad that they're not in the later Assassin's Creed games, but oh well. That's a shame. Julian Ham says, do you ever play online role-playing games like Ark Survival Evolved, or do you prefer old-school games like Harvest Moon? I prefer new school games like Assassin's Creed, those sort of new things, and like, you know, good graphics and stuff like that. I like the occasional old game like Harvest Moon. I do prefer better-looking games. I don't usually play online games, though, no. I do like playing role-playing games, but not usually online games. I'm not a big online player, but more single-player me. Okay, and subscribers, this week we had... -1, we lost 1, we're now at 1,553 for some reason, I'm not sure why. We had 3 new people. We had Evan Novatsathini, Daniel O'Neill, and Safu Uni. Right, so thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the team, or the community, whichever you want to call it. We also have this week's questions. Last week's question was... what do you think about making a new channel for the Tristan videos? And Horia said, I agree with this. The idea of 2 channels would really help with new people searching for things like Let's Players to subscribe when they aren't getting bombarded with non-Let's Play videos. That is true. I do not really bombard them with non-Let's Play videos. But I do understand where you're coming from. It's sort of the same thing I was thinking of. Yes, it's better to sort of have 2 separate places for 2 different things. Now, we'll be doing it starting on Saturday, actually. So it's very soon. I'll give you more information about that soon as well, I keep saying. Yes, and that's pretty much it. This week's question is, will you be going over to the new channel to sort of watch the Tristan videos as well? If you're not, then obviously I know, but if you are, let me know, so that I know who I can expect to be coming over there, and obviously get in future things like jar of names and stuff like that. Okay, and this week's comment goes to someone that has been trying to get it for a very long time. It is Horia. This thing is amazing. He says, maybe the rolling pin is so close to the whisk because by jamming the handle into the whisk spokes, you prevent the rolling pin from rolling off the counter. This is about Harvest Moon, about my theory, my question about why the rolling pin was so close to the whisk. And Horia, that is fantastic. I used that in the Let's Play. You'll notice when it comes up in a few weeks' time, or next week, I'm not sure when. Yes, I thought it was amazing. So that is why you are this week's comment, because I think that is an amazing explanation, and that is you well deserved with this week's comment. Well deserved. And birthdays, we have no birthdays this week. We have a birthday next week, though, which we'll talk more about that. Which I'll talk about next week. But yeah, if you have a birthday, let me know when it is, and I will add it to the list. Now it's time about a new segment. I don't know what it's going to be called yet, but for now we're going to be calling it Anime Time. Basically, I've started watching anime. Horia has been pushing me to try and watch this thing called Overlord, or read this thing called Overlord. I'm not a big anime fan. I've recently watched someone called Nudarella, who does a lot of anime stuff and Disney stuff and stuff like that. And basically, that's sort of got me into it for some reason. I don't know why, but it has. So I've been watching a few of them. I have not watched Overlord yet, Horia. I know you've been pushing for me to watch that. And I think 40k Warrior Man, I think you've been watching it as well. I've not. What I watched first was something called Owari no Saref, which is basically, it's this thing with vampires and humans. The thing with anime, it always sounds weird when you talk about it, but when you watch it, it sounds totally different. When you watch it, it looks totally different. It's basically where you have weapons and you have to fight them, and it's very good. I think it's coming out now. I'm still waiting for episode 12 to come out, but I'm trying to wait for it's out, but I'm trying to wait for the dubbed version, not the subtitled version. But yeah, I'm loving that one. That one's really good. That's what sort of thing. Oh, I'm going to keep watching this then. I'm really enjoying it. And I've also started watching something called Revolutionary Girl Utena, because that's what Nudarella likes to watch. So I thought I'd give it a go, see what it's like. It's very weird, but strangely compelling. But very, 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 very weird. Very weird. And then when I finish this one, I promise I'll watch that Overlord and see what that's like, because I know 2 of you are watching that. So yeah, I'll give it a go and I'll finally do it for you, my friend. I'll finally do it. That's what started this thing here. It's because I'm starting to watch him, so I thought I'll give it a go for you, buddy. And that is this week done. Yes, sorry about ill. It's delayed videos. Toothache. Crippling pain. It's horrible. But yes, hopefully I'll try and get back on track. I've actually watched 2 Disney films this week, so I'll talk about that next week as well. I'll put that into something else. Or maybe another segment. I don't know. But yeah, this week's goals, obviously last week's goals didn't really work because everything's gone wrong. This week's is just to get back on track. That is always going to be this thing until I'm back on track. But the hints as well. Basically, last one was the finale of Sibling Rivalry. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun, and it's fitting. That's one of the first videos I did, and now it's it's the last I'm putting on this channel, because now we're going to start a new channel. And it's going to be sort of like a soft reboot sort of thing. We're going to be doing a redo of one of the videos I've already done, because I think it's going to be fitting. But yeah, this is going to be, hopefully you'll enjoy it, and we'll see. Obviously, that's obviously the hint. It's going to be a redo. Right, but what else is going to happen now? I'm going to finish this cup of tea. Yeah, thank you anyway. Trying to do this quick so we get it out quickly. Back on track soon, hopefully. Right, the cup of tea's done. All right then, so till the next time we meet, farewell. And what film? Blah la 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 la.